Hi, everybody. I wanted to make this video to show you a little bit about one-on-one tutoring online looks like. And I have Ella here. Now, Ella is finished with her tutoring and she is going to her dream school in the fall. And I'm just going to ask her some questions. Ella, I wanted to ask you first, before you started working with Link Private Tutoring with me on your ACT prep, what was your practice or your prep program? What was that like before you started working with me?
Um, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but I didn't really have a practice kind of situation set up. I didn't really know how to practice for the ACT. I would like go over math notes, like try to remember formulas. I didn't really know how to practice for like the science or the English or the reading section especially. English, I'd like go over a few grammar rules, but other than that, I didn't really have a technique to practice.
That's pretty typical. That's pretty much everybody. What changed after you started working with me?
Well, I actually had a way to practice for reading and for science. I would sit down and actually time myself at my desk doing them. For reading, I would look at like news articles that were about the same length as an ACT reading passage and time myself reading them and then write down like what's the main idea, what's like the most important parts of this and practice like that. And then math, I just like got practice sheets from you and would practice with them and time myself in sections.
And so that all helped. And then when you went and took your next actual ACT test, well, first I wanted to ask you, you had taken an ACT test before we started working together. What was that like before you had the plan?
It was rushed and definitely not my best work. I'd spend way too much time like reading the passage and overthinking it. And then when it got to the questions, I did not have enough time to finish answering them and definitely would end up bubbling random answers at the end, especially when it came to reading and science, because those have the longer passages.
Right. That's everything you're saying is what most high school students say. I mean, that's just typical. How did that change the next time you went in to take the test after you were practicing with the strategies that I helped you with?
Well, I had a lot more understanding for the timing and how to time myself. I had my little watch. I was keeping my pacing was steady. And when I finished the English, I had like extra time afterwards to go back and check my answers. And same thing with the reading. I think I had extra time to go back and check and make sure that I was all set.
And you didn't think when we first started working together, especially in the reading, you did not believe that you would be able to finish those sections.
Oh, not at all.
And then you applied it, which was wonderful. I'm not asking you what your score was because that's private to you, but are you willing to share how much your score went up? How many composite points? Or
My score went up like 5 or 6 points because I took an ACT freshman year, and then at the beginning of freshman year, and then at the end of sophomore year, I think I took another one, and just between that, I think it was like 5 points, and then it was like 2 or 3 points for the other ones.
and we worked together. We did some refresher sessions, and so you had what, a total? And I think you're right, a total 7 or 8 point gain from
Yeah,
freshman year to junior year,
the beginning of senior year.
beginning of senior year. Wonderful. And then what life goal? Because that's what this is all about. It's not just about, oh, let me take a test, but this test can help you achieve your life goals. What life goal did that higher score that you got allow you to achieve?
Well, with the higher score, I got into the honors college at the school I'm attending, which I'm really excited for. Um, and then I think just the practice and the studying for it helped me with time management and like a new way of thinking about things because I could find little like shortcuts
Right?
and different things that helped me.
That's absolutely, that's amazing. So I wish you the best of luck in your success. And I happen to know that your score increase ended up resulting in money in the bank, right? Like
Yes, it did.
thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, even with just the state scholarship fund that they have based on ACT scores. And then there was more available with the school that you couldn't even like look into unless you had a certain score, which you achieved. So,
Yes.
and I want to say to you that as a student, the things that you did that helped you succeed were that you took the notes. When I asked you to take the notes, you took your notes, and then you allowed yourself to not need to get perfect right away. Like you understood that it was a process, and you would read the notes and you would practice and you would get a little bit better, and we would talk about it. And you were, what they say in the business world, you'll hear this when you're in life, is coachable, right? If you've ever heard that. There is no uh, embarrassment, like when you're working with a tutor and admitting, well, I got this wrong and here was my thinking, and you were willing to be open about that. So you were willing to learn, and you did your homework, you did your practice, and you got those results. And I just loved working with you, and I'm so proud of you and can't wait to hear what happens in the next chapter of your life.
Thank you.